money. And they're going, they had to take a piss so bad. And they put the thing, and they went behind some bushes to take a piss. Somebody came, dumped the money out, and took the wheelbarrow. It's a true story. So the reality of it is, it's all fucking fake. It's always been fake. It'll always be fake. Nobody's smart enough to bubble jump. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, I remember hearing the story, what is this, Genentech?
There's one of them.
Genentech, the biotech bubble, they had streptokinase, was much better than whatever the other drug was. So if you're having a heart attack, it would clear your shit out. Streptokinase? Fuck, did I get that? Fuck, I haven't heard that name in 40 years. I was a little kid when that came out. So they had this bitchin' product, and biotech was just, woo!
Yeah.
And then no good.
I was living in Palo Alto when that all happened.
No, this was when you weren't even born. I was a little kid.
Really?
Streptokinase? No, fuck, I could be fucking up. But Genentech was a fucking huge growth startup thing back when I was little. I remember my dad explaining it to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all kinds of those. The fen-phen and the, what was the other one with the headache machine? Was supposed to be the new
No, it's not that though. This really was a fucking kick-ass biotechnology product. This wasn't one of those fucking Herbalife nightmares.
But it just nuked itself, or it proved that it killed too many people, or?
Totally worked. It just went into the fade.
Just didn't.
Everything that's a bubble goes into a fade. So Google's fucking hottest thing on the planet. Google has this terabytes thing. It's smart. Martha Stewart goes in, types in BlackBerry. Bill Gates goes in, types in BlackBerry. In Google, Martha Stewart's machine is going to put up fucking BlackBerry pie recipes, and Bill Gates' shit is going to come up with fucking PDA stuff. Google's fucking brilliant. It learns who you are. Everything's almost artificial intelligence. Terabytes of data. It's so fucking brilliant. Yeah. But the problem is, everything goes into a fade. So they had this growth rate that is parabolic, and then it just fizzles out. In the 90s, when you were, pedaling around showing Stingray, you kids.
Yeah.
And I had a job, Mercedes and shit, hookers, cocaine. When I was out partying in Vegas and you kids were like pedaling around, God, I can't wait till I get the car. But when I was partying like a rock star, you guys are fucking hate this bike. I wish there were cell phones. We'd call my mom, come pick us up this big fucking hill. So when that was happening, then the hottest thing in the whole world that was happening, Cisco, actually you guys are older than that, sorry. Cisco, Dell, Intel, and Microsoft. If you didn't own the four horsemen, you're a rat fuck. Mm-hmm. If you own those four stocks for the last 10 fucking years, you're coughing up teeth like chiclets. You just got your ass kicked by Mike Tyson on a bad day. Mike had a bad day, just showed up at your house in the morning and shaved. He beat your ass in your front yard. Can you imagine owning these stocks for the last 10 years? Sitting around just waiting for him to get better someday? I don't think Microsoft's moved a point up and down in fucking 5 years. Wow. It's the biggest piece of shit that's ever existed. This was the hottest company on the planet. Yeah. Just the fade. It just, everything eventually drifts down to a 5-6% growth rate. Mm-hmm. So if it's growing at 1 million, it just eventually drifts into a mature company. Yeah. And so then you had to be into the banks. Because the finances, as the Fed lowered rates, and they just, then you had the yen carry trade, and you had this global situation that said, fuck you, man, let's get this fucking party started. We can borrow money for fucking nothing. Yeah. And we turn around and lend it out for shitloads of money, and everybody wants to borrow all at the same time. You know about this. Yeah. I'm going to flip more real estate. Every shitbag fucking, clerk at Kmart's flipping apartment buildings. Yeah. Nobody paid any attention to any of the docs. Nobody paid any attention to whether any of it was real. That's going to end bad.
Yeah. I saw it coming.
But we all saw it coming. I wrote about it in 03. I saw it coming a little early. Yeah. But I didn't fuck that up. But, the reality of it is the banks are dead. So what happens is oil starts going from fucking 20, 30, 40 bucks to 150. So you got to rotate out of biotech into regular tech, into internet. Then you got to jump into the banks. Then you got to hoof it on over here over to the energies. Yeah. Then you got to dive into solar and solar combo agricultural fertilizers.
Biofuels.
Yeah, you got to pick up all your potash, all your ethanols, all your shit like that, because crude's a fucking 150 bucks a barrel. It's never going to go back down. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Look at it tank down into the 30s. So nobody's smart enough to bubble jump. So whatever money you made during any one of these cycles gets evaporated as you can't enter and exit right.
Yeah. Get in ahead of the bubble.
Just a function of fucking time. Nobody's that good. Mm-hmm. The only people that are that good, They don't tell you about it.
Yeah, of course.
Why should you tell anybody?
Yeah.
If you have the goose laid the golden egg, you just sit and pet the goose. You don't let me stick their fingers through the chicken wire, touch the goose and shit. Let me just pet his beak. No, just get the fuck away from the goose. So no, anybody that knows how to do it is not sharing it with the rest of us.
Yeah.
So you got to invent your own way.
Yeah.
You know, I know Jim Simons took a fucking beating last year, but fuck if he wasn't making all the money in the world before that.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't sharing with me. He has his little campus of 50 little rocket scientists running around building algorithms, making shitloads of money. That was as good as it gets.
Mm.
And they took a bad beat.
Yeah.
So how can we take the best guys and try to improve on the general concept? We have to go to gamblers. The only people you can trust are rappers and gamblers. You know what I mean?
Where'd you come up with that theory? Rappers?
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 Who would you want to have run your money right now? Look, you just won the fucking lottery, but you have to fully invest the money. Who do you